The question was, what do the most successful entrepreneurs have in common?
The most successful ones were the ones that had the biggest markets, right? Because if you have a giant TAM, you have a giant available market you're going after, you're not going to get the product right day one. So the question is, if you have to pivot your product, are you pivoting it in a market that's so big that you're still aiming at that market, or do you have to go to new markets? So if you show me a company that can dominate a $20 million niche, maybe make 10 million a year and have 100%, it's just not a big enough market, right? Whereas when Garrett Camp said, I'm going to look at calling black cars in San Francisco, I think that's an interesting market. We said, well, it's only 100 million a year in San Francisco. He said, yeah, we can go other cities. And so Uber, turns out, changed the world, right? It did it very quickly. Sometimes it takes a long time. One of the other giant investments we made was a company in the gaming space where when Chris Fralick brought it in, we said no, we turned it down. We didn't understand who it would excite. And so about a month and a half later, he brought his 8-year-old son, Max, to pitch us on Roblox. And Max pitched us very well, and we did Roblox. Now, Roblox took from 2009 to 2021 to go public. And it grew at a much slower rate than Uber did. But when it exited, it actually returned more to our fund than Uber did. And Uber returned 22x the fund. So it was pretty amazing. So I think having giant markets and the gaming market, people don't realize. I used to ask people in 1991, 92, what's the biggest software company in Redmond, Washington? And they would usually say Microsoft, which was in Redmond, Washington. But the answer was Nintendo, because gaming was much bigger. And gaming is bigger than Hollywood. So those are giant markets that you can really go after. Now, on the other side, and so we look for that. On the other side of it, on the negative side, it's usually because, well, I like to say I made a lot of money investing in companies at two stages, too early and way too early. And when I make my way too early bets, that's because I'm a technologist at heart and I love great technologies. And sometimes instead of taking 5 years or 7 years, they're going to take 20 years. And so I get too enamored with the technology and don't really look at the business realities of how long it might take to get customers excited about a particular kind of reality.